2026, the menu has changed, the home screen, and so we're going to go through and explain it all. This is the Paper Pro. Okay, this is just a cover I bought off Amazon, and this is the Paper Pro, which has color and a backlight. So let's talk through the home screen. You have over here the hamburger icon. You see the three little lines, and this gives you a menu, which we will look into. When you tap it, it clicks out. This here is actually a button. So if I go into work, my work folder, and I want to get back to my home screen, if I tap reMarkable, I will get back to my home screen. Also, I could also get back to my home screen by clicking on my files. Now this thread, however long it gets, is active. They are actually active. So if we go into shop and just say, for the sake of it, just say we're deep, 1, 2, 3 folders deep. If I want to get back to the home screen, I could press the reMarkable button, or I could press my files, and you can see I'm back to my reMarkable. You know that it's my reMarkable because I've got my garden, my sort your setup, my colouring in book, my Sudoku. Whoops, whoopsies, come out of there. All right, so across the top, you've got your icons that tell you what's going on. Let us just talk through this. Your Wi-Fi will be here, how much battery you've got there. This is how you send your screen over to a device, is by using that. This is airplane mode, which we could put it on. This is the orientation lock, like on an iPad, and this is the color, the brightness, the light, sorry. All right, so you can change some settings in there. Let's talk about what it looks like here. So I like the grid view because I'm a very visual person. I could have bigger icons, and then I could have really big icons, which I quite like that. I might leave it on that for a little while. Or I could use the list, but I don't love the list. It doesn't speak to me. It doesn't speak to me. You'll always get your folders along the top, and then your notebooks or files. Okay, just understand that reMarkable calls them notebooks. We call them files. They're PDFs or PNG files, which I'm not going to go into in this particular video. Now you can sort these ways. You can go alphabetical A to Z, which is what I like. You can go alphabetical Z to A. You can go, let me just put that back. You can go by file size, so the biggest file will be first, or the smallest file will be first. Can you see if I tap that twice, it changes. You can go by page count and again in reverse, largest to smallest, smallest to largest. Date created to oldest to most recent. Last opened, you get the gist, and last modified, again, you get the gist. But I'm going alphabetical, and I'm going A to Z because that's how my brain works. You do you, however your brain works, you do that. All right, so orientating you on the screen. So this is a button, it's live, it's not just a logo. You know what's in here now. We're still on airplane mode, which is fine. You can sort your screen and visually make it how you want it. You will always have your folders here and your notebooks here. Now, if we add a folder and we call it trial, and we go create, it's white. Can you see it's white? That's because there's nothing in it. So if I tap on it and I go in, there's nothing in it. Again, I can get back to my home screen by pressing reMarkable or pressing my files, either. So let's go back by pressing my files. So it only ever is white if there's nothing in it. As soon as you put something in it, it will be black. Let us do that. If we are moving something, we do a long press. So let me hop off of that. Click on, click off, long press, 1, 2, 3. I'm going to go move. I'm going to go trial. I'm going to go move here. Now there's something in it. I'm going to go back using the button up the top, and you can see that trial is now black. I will move that back later. All right, so you've got your folders up the top, you've got your notebooks. So that's all of this section, right? And we'll finish on this one, and we will now do the left menu. All right, now you can filter. If you want to quickly look for your ebooks, it'll show you your ebooks. If you want to look for your PDFs, it will show you these, and it's sorting over here by this. So again, if you want it to sort Z to A, then click Z to A. Just tap it twice. It's a toggle between one and the other. Then if you want to sort by notebooks, and again it does it in order. Notebooks, reMarkable considers notebooks different to PDFs because notebooks are actually a PNG file, which I go into detail on my channel in other videos about that. So I won't go into a long detail about that. So my files, again, it's just put me back into this screen. You can filter by all of those, and then you can also look at your favorites. So a favorite is anything that you have selected and you've put a star next to. So if I tap on the reMarkable button up the top and I go cozy moments, just say I want to make this a favorite. I do a long press. I come up here and you can see the favorite is black. So if I press it, and now you can see the black star. When I do a long press again, you can see it's white. That means it's selected, and I can unselect it here as well. But I actually want to select it, and I want to show you. It's now got a black star, and I want to go to favorites, and you can see that Cozy Moments shows up there. Okay, so that's the favorites. And then there's the tags. So all the tags, you can view all of your tags like that. I don't use tags a lot, which is why there's not very many in there, because I find it quite cumbersome in here. I'd rather just use search, and I'm about to make some videos about search functions for OneNote, reMarkable, and GoodNotes, because yes, they have different capacities. All right, so that's tags. Import files. I know we're offline, doesn't matter. I've currently synced to Google Drive. You see that's the Google Drive icon. And there are others that you can do. You have to be on your laptop on your myreMarkable.com username logged in under your profile to synchronize this up. And then once you've done that, you can actually go into that drive and you can access the files that are in that drive. So I just want to get back to my home screen, which is there. Is that right? Yes, that's correct. All right, so we've done all of those. Trash is explanatory, guides is explanatory, and then there's settings. And so in here, you'll have access to all the settings that you've got of different things, and you can go in and check different stuff. Like I always check for software. Oh, please connect to Wi-Fi, of course. I'm not connected. The cloud security, some of these I won't click on because it's got my personal data in. The display, your accessibility, and your help. So, you can pick things like show your open document or overview when in standby. Yes, I like that. Lock the rotation, I like that. The reading light, extra brightness, uses more battery. So, you've got all your settings that you can pick. It's always on general by default, and you check your software, check for updates here in your software. Your marker pen, the language you've chosen, how much battery you've got, how much storage you've got. You can put flight mode on or off, and you can restart your device in here. So these are probably the most commonly used general settings. But this video is really about the home screen. So again, I'm just tapping on that for the sake of it. I know we're already home. And you can see this little icon up here. It's synchronizing right now. It's actually checking back at home base, which is my.remarkable.com. Under my username where I log in, that it's synchronizing all of this data with that so that it's a carbon copy. It's exactly the same. And so the last thing on the home screen that you need to know about in 2026 is the search function, the plus function, and look at that. Create a meeting note. Start focused, stay engaged, and get organized with Create Meeting Note. Visit myreMarkable.com integrations to add your Outlook or Google Calendar so you can view upcoming meetings, create pre-filled meeting notes, and automatically store them in a meeting notes folder. Now, this is with the Connect subscription. So you have to pay to get this facility. You can turn it off. If you don't have Connect, you could turn that off, and therefore it won't show up there. It'll just be the the search and the plus. So you have to add it. You have to add that. You know how I was saying you can add in here these integrations? That's where you go to add this calendar. That's a different video. So from here now, looking just down the bottom, what you can actually do from this screen is you can add a notebook, you can add a folder, and you can add a quick sheet. And there's it's good to understand what quick sheets are. They're like notebooks. And folders. Folders hold everything. And then there's the search function, which has improved. So if let me show you the search function. So you can see this, this notebook has got the word getting clients. So let's have a look. Let's type in getting clients. Whoops, I spelled that wrong. Here we go. Now, once upon a time, it would not search your handwriting. But look at this. It's actually, it actually works, which is awesome. So that's way better. And just as a bonus, to close a notebook quickly, you just one finger down from the top, one. Very light touch, tissue paper. All right, so that's the search function. You can search for your handwriting. You used to only be able to search for your folder name, your file name. And when you're out here and when you're inside of a document, you could search, not in this one, but if you typed into a document, a native notebook, you could find that inside of a document. You could never find handwriting, but you can now. So that's awesome. And that's it. That's the home screen. The biggest thing I think that this is a button. This is your tree, the file tree of wherever you are, and you can go back. You can tap each one. So again, if we go into work and we go into shop and we go into, journals, you can go back to shop, you can go back to work, and you can go back to my files, which is the same place as reMarkable, right? So that's important that's quick. It's quick and easy. And just as a bonus, at the very end, the document drawer, 2 fingers, light touch, like hardly even touching it. This will give you the last 9 documents that you've been working on, right? And it will also give you anything you've favorited. You've put the little black star and you favorited. And so this is a very quick way of getting into, I use it a lot in recent. I just click on the last thing that I was in, and then I just flick back and forth. And then you just tap off to close it. So that's it. That is your 2026 version of the home screen for the reMarkable Paper Pro, but this is the same software that they use on the reMarkable 2. So if you have a reMarkable 2, I don't have a Move currently, so unless reMarkable want to send me one, I'm happy to review it, put it on the channel. But it definitely is the software for the reMarkable 2 and the reMarkable Paper Pro. Awesome. I hope you enjoyed that. And if you have any questions, let me know down below. Thanks a lot.